I know it's overexposed. I'm gonna try to fix it. See if we can salvage it. Hold on, can we go? It's too much. It's the fact that everything's peach. Spruce it up a little, I guess. Damn. Alright. This is gonna have to work. I'm Hazel. I think it works for now. Hi, hello, I'm editing this right now. I'm so sorry about the audio. Rookie mistake. I've been doing this for too long for me to not notice that the wires were crossed. Quite literally. I'm gonna try again next video, but I'm not re-recording this. Thank you so much for your patience. I'm really sorry. Oh, it turns out it just always sounds like that? I might need a new mic. I'll add that to the list. Thanks. I'll stop now. I'm Hazili Vanilli. I'm gonna go by Hazel. I may change it to my real name at some point, depending on how this goes and how far I get in this, if I become established. But for now, I'm just gonna pay homage to my current stage name. And for my current job, I'm in front of the camera all the time, but not really in this capacity. This is new to me, for sure. I've never posted on YouTube. But everyone who has ever posted on this platform has done this. Not an intro video, but a first video. And I'm just here to introduce myself to the platform, get used to uploading and figuring out how Studio works, but also introducing myself on my account. I don't know what this is gonna look like yet. I am definitely gonna play around with stuff. I like doing social commentary and political commentary. I don't know when I'm gonna start doing those things because I want to ease into it. For now, I want to do catharsis, and I want to share things, my experiences, insights, hopefully, reaching the audience I'm looking for, or one of the audiences that I'm looking for, to be able to help in any small way that I can. It's important to me to learn and keep learning, and I also want to share what I learn with other people. I have a lot of ideas, a lot of things I want to talk about. I'm somebody who cares a lot about disability rights and visibility. I care a lot about social justice in general, and there are a lot of things that I think I'm not seeing enough discourse on, so I want to be part of that conversation. And I want to provide information to people who may have not been exposed to these things yet. As someone with a research background, I want to be able to fill the gaps. This is a completely different beast to me, and I don't know what this iteration of my presence on the internet is going to look like ultimately, but I'm excited to explore that in long form for the most part. And sometimes I know it's just going to be me yapping. It's just going to be me talking about whatever it is I decide to talk about that day. Maybe it's a rant, maybe it's a story. I will admit I don't consider myself to be a great storyteller, but I hope to get better at that. There are a lot of skills in my current job that I think I can transfer to YouTube, and I'm excited to test out my editing skills for this format, and this platform, for YouTube Shorts and for long form. But I'm also excited to dive in and learn more about myself. do the research, learn more about people in the world. I know I want to start with things that are evergreen, right? They're not time sensitive, not the political commentary or even social commentary, not pop culture. I want to start with things about me. Little things that I'm learning about myself or things that I'm trying to learn about myself, and maybe other people can go on the journey with me. And I'm going to be asking directly sometimes questions and try to make you all think the way that I'm trying to think. And in that way I mean reflection. I'm not trying to necessarily make anyone decide anything about themselves or other people, but hopefully I can guide people. And I think we're all going to be learning together. That's what I want. I want this to be an ongoing learning experience for myself and my audience. I am going to welcome comments of all kinds. I am open to criticism, as hurtful as it can be sometimes. And I don't know what that's going to look like based on the video topics I'm planning for at least the near future. But as long as it's somewhat constructive, I can take it on the chin and learn from it. And I know that at a base level, we all, the learning curve is steep if you put in the work, right? And I plan to do that. I just don't know how much energy I'm going to have to come up with a schedule right off the bat. I want to do goofy ass shit and I want to have fun, but I also have a lot to say, and I know that I'm going to touch on some things that hopefully make other people not feel so alone, because that really matters to me. And I also want to find community, people that I can connect with on a deeper level, because I feel like that's been lacking for a long time. And I want to make videos of things that I wish I was seeing on this platform and in general. So I'm excited to start doing that. I have to learn the algorithm, I have to learn the formula in terms of, cranking stuff out and not burning myself out in the process. I have a couple ideas to try to find, try to strike the balance, and there's a lot to be said for people who have been doing this for a decade or more, but so many people are trying to start out, and I'm hoping to continue seeing new people on the platform and building community with those people, because we're all kind of learning together in that way too as creators, and maybe I'll inspire some people to also start their creative journey on here, but also I want engagement. I want, and not in the sense that I'm like building a platform, but more on the basis of building community. I know I'm kind of like repeating myself there, but we are on this content creation journey together. And this is absolutely something that's new. The material is stuff I haven't really touched, stuff I'm not even... This intro video has evolved itself. And it's supposed to be pretty simple, and I don't know that anyone's gonna really watch it. If they do, it's a bonus, but again, I'm just trying to introduce myself. And I want to make it authentic. As much as I also don't want to edit, I know I'm taking pauses and making cuts, and for certain videos, I don't want to do that. But I'm also not good at scripting and deciding that I'm going to do this or that to really help myself stay on track and be able to do a one take. I know that's not realistic for a lot of the content that I want to make, but sometimes I want to be able to make it seamless so that the message comes across loud and clear, and that's going to take some practice. It's like a muscle, and it's like any other skill. So I'm hoping that's not more daunting than I think it is. We'll see. All of it remains to be seen. This is more to get started. Every video I've seen is just saying, start, see what happens. So I actually already made a video, and I realized that I kind of missed the mark, and so my plan is to revise it, try to put it out in a different way, and I'm coming up with a little series that I'm not going to necessarily talk about yet because I don't want to put it in this video if I don't end up making it. But I can't see how I would continue creating on here and not touch on these things, because a lot of my content is going to be connected, because a lot of it has to do with me, and the way I experience the world, the struggles that I have, the ways I've been coping and figuring out my own life and how to navigate difficulty. So it's all going to come up at some point, because the way society is right now, the way that things are operating, have a large impact on my life, and probably yours too. I want to explore that and dive deeper into various aspects of that I haven't seen talked about. I am also so excited to figure out how to be funny on here and how to make enjoyable content. Things that aren't just heartfelt, things that aren't just about reflection and doing the hard stuff. I want to be fun and I want to have fun. I don't know what that's going to look like either. And I have a lot of ideas that, you know, in terms of creating a genuine voice, I don't know how to strike that balance. So I think that those things are going to be pretty heavily edited. Not that that matters to the viewers necessarily, but I really want to figure out how to talk seriously about serious things and also crack jokes. When I did my first iteration of this intro video, it was there was a lot of levity. It was light. It was supposed to be funny. When I say I want to have fun making this content, I mean, like, I know it's going to be work. That is certainly something I'm familiar with. And still, I want to make sure that I'm making content that I'm consistently eager to make. You know what I mean? I was thinking about trying to figure out how to dive into kids' content. Not, like, wholesome content, not kids' content. I want to reach the inner child, not touch the inner child, you know what I mean? We'll see what the algorithm does with me. And I have a feeling that in the beginning, I'm going to be really scattered, so I'm going to be reaching a lot of different people, and I don't know how good that's going to be for subscriber count, but I want to push myself this fall. All of autumn into the winter. I want to see what I'm capable of and see how I branch out and how I surprise myself. And I also, starting with the first few videos, I am going to really be excited to, like, get people's feedback, and if people have ideas, I would love to hear them, because I realize too that, like, in my many years of being on YouTube, like a lot of us, you know, have been, there are times when I'm like, oh shoot, like, that'd be really cool to do, but I know I'm not going to be the one to do it, and I'd love to be that person for people and, like, have a conversation about how I can do it my own way, or what kind of research I have to do. I know a lot of this is going to be talking head, and I know that means I'm limited, so I have to get creative with my background and the lighting, and at least get that shit right. We'll see. I don't know. It may take a while. I may have to invest a little bit more, and that's okay. But I'm gonna try to travel outside sometimes. Use my phone, maybe a camera. I don't know yet. But this is where I'm gonna be for the most part. I don't know that I'm gonna have too many fancy shots and stuff like that. But who knows how the content is going to evolve. If you're still here, thank you so much for watching. This is the first try at editing something like this, so bearing with me, it means so much to me. Feel free to comment. You can like it and subscribe if you feel so inclined. And I hope to see you all soon. Take care.